Okay, I did not expect that video to get the attention that it did. Did not realize, like, I knew a little bit that people were invested in the Mackenzie Shirilla case, did not realize to the extent. So there was a lot of comments, and I tried to, like, comment back to each one individually, but I just thought it would be easier to, like, make a video addressing it. So let me do a part 2. Okay, the first thing that I think I failed to kind of clarify was that Mackenzie did not just go to prison for 2 life sentences for just crashing her car. I think a lot of y'all knew that, but some of y'all were confused. There were 2 people in the car with Mackenzie, and they both were unalived. Her boyfriend and her boyfriend's friend. It's tragic. She was the only one that had her seatbelt on. This is what I hear. Now, was I there? No. I'm just going off of what I know, what I've heard. So yeah. The second thing, a lot of people have asked me in the comments if she talked about her case and what happened that night. When you go to prison on a big case, especially if you lost at a trial, your main purpose is to overturn your case, to appeal the case, We know that Mackenzie's appeal got denied. I mean, it didn't even get a chance to go up in front of the judge or anything. Like, it's flat out denied. But she was still, like I said, hopeful that she was going to get out, and she walked around like she was going to get out. So basically, like, when you're in there on a big case, you have the hopes of coming out. You will not admit that you're guilty, and you're not going to talk about it. People that have fucked up cases, child cases, murders, anything of those sorts, they're not going to sit in there and talk about it because they're going to get a lot of backlash. It's usually like an unsaid thing. Like, we know while you're in there, they tell you when you go in there. Like, when I was in missions, they were like, don't ask anyone why they're here. Baby girl, I'm nosy. When I got cool with somebody, I asked, like, girl, why are you in here? What happened? You feel me? Like, I talked about mine. There were no victims. Nothing really, like, terrible just happened. I was just a dumbass. But yeah, so no, she did not talk about it. Not to me. Now, there are girls in there, like I told you, she was cool with all the lifers. She could have easily opened up to them. I doubt it, though. Her mom was pretty adamant on that. If you heard the phone call with her mom was saying, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it on this phone. Don't talk about anything. So I doubt that she really talked about it. But yeah, there was no conversation about her case while she was in there. Not to me, at least. Okay, the next thing is, a lot of people are commenting saying she did not get a life sentence. She got 15 years. So let me clarify about that. Because a life sentence, and I think this goes for anywhere. In Tennessee, a life sentence is 25 years. It'd be 25 years minimum, life maximum. That is what they call life sentence. Now, Ohio, it starts at 15. I want to say it starts at 12. I could be wrong. I'm not a lawyer. Never been on a case like that. She was given 2 life sentences run concurrently. So it was 15 years to life. Now, let me tell you what that means, because I think some people are confused. 15 years is the minimum amount that she has to serve in prison before she is eligible for parole. Now, let me go into parole a little bit. Parole is when you go up in front of a board. You're going to go in front of the Ohio Adult Parole Authority. And it's going to be a panel of people that are there to kind of look at your prison record, like if you've gotten in trouble, your charges, victims, family of victims. Obviously, the victims cannot be there. They're going to be allowed to be there and make a statement as well. So therefore, she will go up for parole. It is a understood thing that people with big charges like that are not going to get granted parole the first time. They're just not. There's going to be too much backlash. Her case is a high-profile case, meaning people know about it. Many people are upset about it. 2 people were lost. Concurrently just means she's serving both of them at the same time, not back to back. Kind of because when you're doing 2 life sentences, like I said, the whole 15 years thing, doing them consecutively is not really an option. I mean, it is, but they're going to take that into consideration at her parole hearing. So basically, in 15 years, she's going to go up in front of the parole board. I am 99% sure, could be wrong, that Dom's family is going to be there. The family of the friend's going to be there. They're going to look at her prison record. She has been in trouble in prison. They're going to look at the seriousness of her case. She's not going to get parole. I cannot say this enough. I've said it like 7 times in the comments. She's not going to get parole her first time. Her age is going to play a factor in it, as in she's still young. They don't want her out on the street so she can do anything reckless. And I mean, by the time that she gets out, she's not even going to be 40. Like, by the time she goes up for parole, she will not even be 40 yet. So, no, she's not even going to be 50. I'm sorry, my math is wrong. But she's not going to get parole. They can flop you. So flop means when they put you off. You go to parole, they deny you, they tell you how many more years. She can get flopped for 10 years, baby. Like, she can get flopped again after the second time, and again and again and again. It is really all up to how she acts. She is a young girl in prison. Young mindset, young age. She's not going to change how she acts. She's going to do everything to fit in, and getting comfortable and doing things to fit in into prison is what gets you in trouble. And that is going to come up in her parole hearing every time. Every time. They will talk about remorse. She'll have to share a statement. She wasn't in any classes when I was there with her. They look into that. If you just sit and don't do anything with your time, what are you doing? Okay, then a lot of people wanted to know about how she had makeup and stuff in prison. I did a whole separate video about how we get clothes, makeup, jewelry, all that in prison. It's on my page if you just scroll a little bit down. Then someone wanted to know how we knew about her case before she even got there. Y'all have to keep in mind that, like, people are coming from prison or from county jails every single day. And she was in, I cannot even pronounce it, Cuyahoga County, which is, I think is Cleveland. I could be wrong. That's a big county. We had a lot of people from there. So people that were in there with her were like, oh my gosh, this girl's headed here. She's going to be here soon. This is why she's here. Then a lot of people touched on her mom. I told y'all that Mackenzie had everything like possible in prison, and that is because of her mom. Period. I know she was really close to her mom. I know her mom. Like, people in there would talk about it. In prison would talk about it. Like, her mom makes these pages on Instagram, free her, whatever. Her mom advocates for her to be out. Her mom makes her prison stay as peaceful and as nice as a prison stay can be. Take that how you want. Then people wanted to know about her walking around prison with hickeys. Yes, honey. I don't really feel like I need to go into more detail about that. The girl was getting down. She had girlfriends. I mean, a lot of people that are there for a minute, even people that aren't there for a minute, go in and get them a little girlfriend. Pass the time. And the documentary that I'm talking about and everyone's talking about in the comments is Mean Girl on HBO Max. It's like, I want to say season 2, episode 6 or 7. But yeah. So I hope I answered some of the questions like about my experience with her that I didn't cover, or like clarified some things. But yeah, that is basically it.